This is Non-Performing Note Deals with Katie Moten. We're Colletta Street Capital, LLC. We can be reached at 775-525-1222 or Chris at ColettaStreet.com or Katie at ColettaStreet.com. So today we wanted to talk to you about takeaway number 6 out of the 5 that we shared with you a few weeks ago. Because really I wrote down about 10 takeaways of things that we want to implement within the first month after going to something. Because a lot of people will go to conferences, go to workshops, go to mastermind groups, but then they don't implement any of the things that they've learned. And I know that if I don't implement things within the first month or two, even the first week sometimes, that I forget about them and then they don't get implemented into your business and make you better. So so it's very important to us that when we go to these workshops that we do come back and implement them instantly within the first week, 2 weeks to a month, and start using them appropriately and to help our business do better and to be more successful. So one of my top 10 takeaways was Canva. And it really kind of goes with the number 1 takeaway, which was the hashtags, because you use Canva to create your digital marketing. And it was given in the same presentation by the Whites. And so these are just some examples that we've created through Canva. And it's kind of like Photoshop in a sense, where you can just drop, but it's simple. You just drop and then you move and you highlight and you change colors. It's very simple. And they already have layouts out for you. So these are just some of the things that we've used, like National Brownie Day. And so we talked about making all your investments this sweet. If you got our email last week, you saw the hashtag one and then the Austin one with that quote. But we've been using these on Instagram and Facebook to just get our name out. But we've also been using the Canva pictures along with the hashtags. So if someone hashtagged and looked up National Brownie Day, they're going to see our investment information on there about Colletta Street. And so using those hashtags and Canva together to get people who normally would not find us to find us. And we're also using Canva to create a new look for Colletta Street in 2018. Start off the year, a little new look. We're still going to use our same little greenhouse, but we're going to add some layers to it and add some depth to it through Canva. So we've been working on that. So your first email you get in January will have a little new look for Colletta Street Capital. Also, we're going to start in 2018, we're going to start using, we've already started making things to present to you guys in 2018 using for the PowerPoint presentation. So it also has a section on presentations. And so we're going to be creating these slides that you see in Canva also. So we can add more depth and a little more creativity and more visualness to all of what you see here. Another one we made was the ugly sweater. So the 3rd Friday in December, which was this past Friday, the day I'm videotaping this, is National Ugly Sweater Day. So we made this little flyer that says, we don't mind ugly sweaters, but we do mind ugly investments. Let us help keep the ugliness to the sweaters, not the investments. And then we were able to put Colletta Street Capital on this one. So I figured out how to add that Colletta Street Capital into it. And so when we put this on Facebook and when we put this on Instagram, if you're following us on either of those, you probably already saw this. But we also hashtagged it with ugly sweater or ugly Christmas sweater day. So if someone's looking for all the ugly sweaters that people wore today, this is going to come up and they're going to see Colletta Street Capital. And so somebody who would not know about Colletta Street Capital now through hashtags is going to find us. So this is showing you how Canva and hashtags are working together to help with our marketing. And also we are furthering our education, of course, and we are have some big networking event happening coming up for Colletta Street. And so this past weekend was Scott Carson's virtual note buying weekend and workshop, and on Friday, it was, of course, National Ugly Sweater Day. So Scott and I are both rocking our ugly sweaters. But we will be talking about some of the things that we've learned. We're going to be tuning in as much as possible this weekend, but it's great because he also gives you the chance to watch all the recorded videos of all the workshops that he does over the weekend. So if you miss any of them, you can always go back and watch them. So we're going to be tuning in all weekend as much as possible to hear some of the same things. But sometimes your brain gets so full of information that it's hard to take in anymore. And so even though we've heard some of this stuff 2 or 3 times, sometimes it takes a few times to actually sink in and to get something out of it. So we always listen in for new tidbits and new ways to push our business and to be more successful and new strategies. So we'll kind of keep you guys posted on what we learned from this past weekend, and some of the ideas that we're learning from Scott Carson and all the amazing people that he brings onto his show. Big thing that we have come January is we're going on the Financial Friends Network Cruise, and we're going to be sailing with over 100 self-directed IRA investors. Those are people who are going to this convention to learn how to use their self-directed IRAs, or how to use their IRAs appropriately, and how to invest with their IRAs. And so there will be a group of us note investors there, if they need any ideas on how to use them. And what's great about this is some of the top note investors are going. I know Adam Adams is going, Scott Carson is going, Wayne Snell is going, Bike Holmes is going, Stacy Wall and them are going. So there's some top note investors going. So not only am I going to be with a whole bunch of self-directed IRA investors, but I'm also going to be with some of the top note investors in the industry to pick their brains and see how they're working. So a lot of education, a lot of networking coming up in the next few weeks. And if you haven't checked out our website, go check out Colletta Street Capital. So it's collettastreet.com. And of course, if you are interested in Colletta Street or notes, if you just want to learn more, if you want to be informed, if you want to do joint venture partners with us, contact us at 775-525-1222, or Chris at ColettaStreet.com, or Katie at ColettaStreet.com, or you can find us on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. But www.collettastreet.com is where you will find all this information on how to contact us. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Scott Carson's The Note Closers Show podcast, go check it out. We were episode number 180. So go check that out. Hope to hear from you, and happy note hunting.